Welcome to the bonus episode of the Safehouse podcast. Here with us today are me, Rose, Mac, and lastly, Sky. So, would you like to greet the people listening to right now?
Hello, this is Mac.
Hello.
Hello,
Yes.
children. So, for this introduction, this bonus episode, we're gonna talk about what we would like to receive for Christmas, because Christmas ain't Christmas when there's no giving, there's no receiving. Like the gifts that's what make Christmas good.
I
So
thought this was about
who wants to go first?
I can
Who
go ahead.
wants to?
I'll go ahead. Why not? Why
Okay.
not? Because
Yes.
we're all stuck at home, quarantine, COVID, pandemic, people dying. Well,
Yes.
we're very restricted, especially with not being able to really go out without fear of possibly dying. So I think, like an actual Christmas wish, other than money, because I'm so broke, is just for this goddamn pandemic to go the fuck away already. God, I just want to go out and see my friends. That's all I
See
want. Why is that so hard
everyone.
to ask for? Come on.
Yeah.
I wanna go out without, like having that moment of oh shit, I forgot my mask.
Yeah. It's
Yes.
terrifying. It's always terrifying. Even like going outside is very, very
Yeah.
terrifying. Keep safe. Wear your mask
Yeah.
going outside. Don't forget that.
Yeah, don't wear it like not properly either, because that ain't useful.
Oh yeah. Yeah. But I guess.
Yeah, and please wear the
Um,
proper mask because
Oh,
other
yeah.
people are out here wearing masks that are like mesh fabric.
Oh yeah.
It's like
Mesh fabric.
the purpose of a mask.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. God. It was
Oh my god,
So
terrifying.
Lana Del Rey,
unfortunate.
I'm looking at you.
Oh god.
Okay,
But yeah, I guess
so
those are my
who wants
Christmas
to go
wishes.
next?
Oh wait,
Mhm.
me. My Christmas
Okay.
wishes. Besides us like
Christmas wishes.
playing the pandemic to like get the fuck out and money because I'm broke.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
No, I haven't really thought of anything because I knew that I'd spend Christmas at home, so I'm just kind of like, well, what am I supposed to think about? I'm not seeing any of my relatives anytime soon, so I'm just kind of like, what do I do now? All my Christmas celebrating, they're all online.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm
True.
like, what the hell am I supposed to ask? I mean, if someone wants to buy me shit, you're perfectly welcome.
Amen.
My address is
I mean,
Yes. Okay.
I don't know. I just want to take up a new hobby, and I'm still trying to think of what it would be. But I'll
Yeah.
update y'all if I get to that.
Okay. So I guess there's just me.
Yep.
I really, 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 really want a new camera for Christmas.
oh,
I really want a new camera for Christmas. Not like nothing of importance of like what brand, like what like the price point either. I just want a camera because like you girls out here like wanting to take pictures of random things and I want to share it with people, but like my camera is awful. So I just really want a new camera. And aside from that, the new camera won't make sense unless if I can go out. So I also want this pandemic to be over because so I can go out and take pictures of people and everyone else and like everything else.
basically
Bottom
everyone.
line is, we all just want to go out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just want to go out.
I just want to see each other again. Man, I miss y'all.
Yeah.
Bring that up again. I just miss y'all. But yeah.
Or like
Just miss this.
Santa Claus can give us like teleportation power so we can just teleport. Yeah.
What was the game? Wasn't there a video game where they had like portals and shit?
Yeah, kind of like that.
Is
Portal.
it the title Portal? Oh my, I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
So we better get a freaking portal gun and just portal our way through each other.
One day.
but what if you like portal in the wrong place?
Oh.
Uh,
Be careful.
Well,
Be careful. Look where it's
that
going.
is awkward.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be real awkward.
Especially if it's like towards the CR.
Oh god, that's terrifying.
Directly on top of her.
Yeah, but
Lord.
yeah. So I guess moving on from the usual introductions, you know, we
Yes.
usually have our mental health checks at this point into the video, but since it's a bonus episode and there'll still be another episode in the next week, actually, yeah, next week.
Mhm. Yes.
Yeah, so we're skipping the mental health check for now. You'll get it next week for sure. Because
Yes.
it's gonna be an actual full-on episode next week. For now, we have our Christmas episode. Since this comes out on Christmas
Yes.
Day, we're recording
Yeah.
this on not on Christmas, but you know it'll come out on Christmas. So for now,
Yeah, it still counts.
yeah,
So
It-
Merry
it
Christmas.
happened. yeah, Merry Christmas to everyone. Or if you don't celebrate Christmas, I hope you're having a happy holidays wherever you are. Hopefully staying at
Yes.
home, not
Yeah.
having a party. Goddamn.
Oh, yes.
Anyways, so
Anyways.
we don't have much to talk about, but you know we're still gonna stick to that Christmas theme. So I guess like, for
Mhm.
all of us here, what's all y'all's like current like Christmas plans, especially with the fact that we're like all stuck at home this Christmas year.
Pandemic.
Yeah, because of the
Amen.
pandemic.
Feeling.
Yeah. So
Just
how are
here,
y'all
just
planning on
silent.
spending your Christmas Eves? I guess even though it's gonna be Christmas and you know you get the point. How do y'all plan on spending it?
My mom's
Ultimate food
So
fest.
food, a lot of food.
Of course.
And I
Yeah,
think it's
food
kind of
fest.
it's kind of lucky for me because I have a few relatives who are our neighbors, so we're probably gonna celebrate with them.
Mm.
But we're only just like
Yes.
10 people.
Hmm.
It's all safe. Everybody is, maintaining that distance. It's not a rager.
Not like someone.
My family is just extra. They just like food and stuff. And we have a lot of traditions that we're still going to do.
Oh,
Yes.
that's cool.
Yeah. We make little polvoron.
Oh,
Like
that's
everything.
Oh,
that's cool.
Yeah, and my mom actually went out to buy ingredients earlier, so I'm so
Nice.
excited to make them powdered shit, not drugs. Polvoron.
Oh my god.
Mhm,
So yeah,
mhm.
that's all the plans I can think about. It's all just food.
Yeah, I think the same would go for everyone. I mean, like that's the common
Mhm.
factor basically. Just having food, food and family.
Yes.
Those big ass Christmas hams. Like, do you all eat that?
I
Mhm.
mean, usually we would, yeah, but I think this time around is gonna be like not the usual Christmas ham that we buy because of the whole swine flu thing.
Yeah, yeah.
So like
What?
yeah, at some point I forgot when there's like the whole thing about swine flu being a thing again. That's
Mhm.
like more rampant than before, but yeah, but like so we're not getting the usual Christmas ham we usually get this year. I don't know what we're gonna have, honestly. I mean, I know we're like, I guess I'm going now. I intentionally started talking and speaking, but yeah, I mean,
Yes.
like before, it's been the same thing. I mean, like where I used to live before, it was like a different Christmas tradition because we usually ate with our neighbors who lived in the same area as us, like in the same compound. So we usually would like eat together and like quote unquote party together. But now that like I live where I live now, it's just like me and my family at home, just like eating and like talking. Like it's really not that interesting because we don't really have any traditions that we do. Like we just like sit together, eat together for like an hour or so, and then that's it. That's the night done. But I think what's been the most common is like still setting up Christmas stockings for my sisters because
Yes.
like yeah, they're 10-year-olds,
Good.
but they're also like, is Santa real though? I don't think so. And I'm here like, nah, y'all better believe Santa is real. I'm gonna make sure y'all believe it.
Santa is real, children, or I'ma beat you.
Yeah, they're actually doubting. Like they're 10 and they're already doubting that Santa is real at like that early. I mean, they're still kids. I mean, go ahead, believe in Santa. God damn it. Why not? Because
It's like
we've done it every year, man. Like setting up stockings for
believe
and my
Santa
sister.
while you still can.
that.
Ignorance is bliss.
We used to do that. Like my grandmother used to encourage us to write letters to Santa.
Oh.
Yeah, I used to write letters
Yeah.
for him. And that ass, I would ask for the same thing every year, and he did not give a shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I found one of my letters a few months back, and I was like, what was I even asking for? And all I wanted was a Nintendo DS, girl. That's all I've been wanting for 5 years. That's what I've been asking for 5 years, and Santa was like, no.
Yeah.
I think
I remember asking my grandma though, like, what was the purpose of that? Of writing letters? She's like, oh, I just wanted to test your literary skills.
What?
not even to like
That's
know
Oh
what
my
you
god,
want
that's so sad and funny. I did not expect that.
to test
I,
your literary.
Oh my god, I grew up writing book reports of the books I've read. So it was no surprise that my grandmother pulled that.
I
Why
believe
would
that.
you?
That's actually so smart and so funny.
I'd actually do that to the kids so they would learn proper grammar.
My god, I couldn't.
Yes.
That's the I'd have to say that like that's actually a smart move to pull to test someone's literary skills, like test a child's literary skills. But yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know if we're still gonna do the
Oh my
stockings
God.
thing this year. I mean, either way, it's just usually filled with like candy and snacks that we
Candy.
individually like. It's always unique
Yes.
to whoever between the three of us. But I don't know. I actually asked my mom recently, like, "Oh, are we still gonna do the whole stockings thing? Like, I can act, I can pretend that I don't know where this came from."
Yeah.
You open
Because
it
like
on
my
Christmas
sister
morning, like, oh
my sisters would always call me out like I'm sure she's the one that put it in the stockings. No, it was Santa. No, it's Santa. I was in the CR at that time.
no,
I'm pretty sure it was Santa. Like, that's how I do it. I don't think they're convinced, but I try.
though.
Yeah. I mean, like,
That's so cute though that you put an effort in making your sister's like Christmas like
I try
really
to make
good.
them
That's so
believe
cute.
it. Because, like, the thing is, like, when you're a child and you believe in these things, you usually believe in these things in, like, a group. So, like if you would believe in Santa, you'd believe in, like, someone in Tooth Fairy. So, for them to not believe in Santa but believe in the Tooth Fairy is so surprising to me. Like, y'all don't believe Santa is real, but y'all believe the Tooth Fairy is real? Why? Is it because they give you money? Come on, child.
I feel so attacked. I believed like the tooth fairy until I was
Oh,
like
no.
I don't know 13.
Oh, no.
No.
Well, the thing about me, I found that the Tooth Fairy wasn't real when I found out where my mom kept one of my kept one of my baby teeth. Like,
Oh my God.
yeah, no, it was like so sad. I remember that day very clearly because I
Did
was
your
just like
mom
looking
pull
around.
a story about it? Did she
No,
go and say like
I
I
mean,
stole this from the tooth fairy?
no. Because like I don't think I actually told her that I found it. I was just like, oh, I was just like very sad about finding it.
Disappointment!
Yeah, because like for years I believed in the Tooth Fairy, and then like while just like fucking around and like looking through stuff, I found like a small Ziploc bag with one of my baby teeth with the date that it fell out. I was like, oh, it's not real.
Oh.
Oh my god,
You
Joe,
know?
can I tell you something that's like connected to the tooth fairy? Because
Yeah.
like you know how like we all know what the tooth fairy is, right? It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
this little
Yeah.
fairy that goes to your bed and like puts money. Well, I was raised to believe in a different type of tooth fairy.
How so?
Oh,
My dad.
is it the scary one?
No, I mean it's just weird. Like my dad would say that the tooth fairy you watch on TV, he would just be like, "That's not what tooth fairies are. The TV is lying to you." And I'm like, What are tooth fairies?" He's like, "They live in the ceiling, at the roof." Like he was telling
Damn.
me to when my tooth would fall out, I need to throw my tooth to the little
Ah.
tap of the roof for the tooth fairy to
Mm.
come. Yeah, and then I would just find money in my bed. So I'm just kind of like, okay, cool. And then I realized, like, when I grew up, my dad was just telling me that I need to throw it to the roof because there were rats in there.
Oh my god. Wow.
Multitasking, multi-purpose.
The amount of lies my family has told me.
Oh my
Out
god.
of every way to say it, I did not expect. I
Yeah,
There's so many
freaking
surprise just because there are rats. What a way to make a child do something. Oh my
It's
god.
so, like, believable because, you know, when I'll throw a tooth up there, I'd hear little scampering. And I'm like, oh,
like
Oh god.
I was
No,
like,
it's
oh shit,
actually
did I hurt
rats.
her? Like,
My god, it's actually just rats.
did
But
y'all experience, not the rat tooth fairy, when you would have like a tooth wiggling, did you experience like tying it to a door?
no.
mm-hmm.
Because I have, because my dad's just that type of dad that fucks around with his kids.
Oh no.
Tell the mom about it, and then my mom just finds me and my brother bleeding.
I've never done that because it would usually just fall off on its own. So yeah.
Thank God you've never done that because that hurt like a bitch.
I mean, it's tied to your tooth, tied to a door, and you're gonna fucking move the door. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's gonna hurt.
With no anesthesia or anything in your mouth.
My
Yeah.
god. But
But like that's how my like old relatives done it. They were just calling us pussies.
oh no, that's so
Like
sad.
back in the old days.
Ah,
Oh
boomers.
my god.
But
Back in the
yeah,
old days.
yeah. Anyways,
Uh,
somehow we sidetracked that much from my current Christmas plans. But yeah, what's yours, Rose?
well, the initial Christmas plan was like just to eat food and the usual, and that's still the plan, but like I really wanted to like to continue the tradition where we would usually like go to other people's houses to like eat food also. So it's just a
Yes,
freaking
we used
food
to do that as
food
well.
fest. But like how some of my relatives don't celebrate Christmas because they're like Muslims, so we don't usually go there. But to the ones that do, we usually like pass by and we're like, "Hey, we heard you got food.
Was
Let
that
us in." Hello. But like this
that
time it's
is
just
like a
us.
really big Filipino tradition though. It's like it's always Christmas and New Year's you'll see all your relatives.
Yeah, for
Good for you.
sure. Like
I
dang, it's like
yeah.
cousins everywhere. Where did they
I
come
don't
from?
even
Where
know
did they
half of
go?
them.
Well, for me,
Yeah,
I'm
for
really
sure.
used to seeing my relatives because, like, for our family, at least we have a lot of. I don't call it family reunions, but they're usually like family parties. It's usually held when it's like an anniversary, either a birthday
Ooh,
or a death anniversary of a relative. Yeah, so
it's
like
always
I
the
see
death
them.
relative.
Yeah, I mean, it's how it's always been for. That's at least my mother's side. I don't interact
Yeah.
much with my dad's side. I don't like even when I live where I used to live. Like I didn't really like get to know them that well as much as my mother's side. So
Yeah.
I know my mother's side more. Also mostly because like we had a lot of family parties talaga. Like mostly Christmas we had one because like we have a relative who has a birthday on Christmas Day. So of course,
Damn.
yeah. And then the usual like December 31 we'd also have one because New Year's Eve. Well, but I'll talk about
Mhm.
more about like our New Year's events like next week. But yeah.
Yes. Yes.
It's so sad though because like my family we used to have a lot of parties like when I was growing up because
Oh.
like everybody just loves partying, y'all. Like
Just wild like
it
that.
was my grandmother who was always saying that like every Christmas we gotta have a reunion. Everybody, I know everybody's scattered throughout Zamboanga, but like we're gonna go to each one of y'all's houses
Oh.
and go party. And our house before used to be one of like the gathering house
Oh.
where
Ooh.
there would be like big ass parties, and like all the relatives would be here like days before, and then 4 a.m. all the aunties are cooking, and like
Yes.
the
That's
cousins
cool.
be screaming. And now when my grandmother died, the house is empty and it's so sad.
Oh, that
So
is
it's like
actually sad.
Oh.
It's
I'm
always the
like, oh my god,
grandmothers.
my Christmas is like boring now. Like where we still have gatherings, but it's not as often as they used to.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I have like crazy aunties who would like pull random shit to like, to like let kids do what they want. And they like
Hmm.
low key embarrass you, in the party. They're
Yeah.
like, who wants to give us a little dance? I'm gonna give y'all 50 pesos. And all the kiddies are like, yeah, money.
Oh
Yes.
my god. Hmm.
Even if you're like 20 years old, the old people are gonna be like, stop acting like a grown up. You're still a kid. Come here
Yeah.
and dance.
Yeah.
Do you not want money?
Gonna be like that. No matter how old you are,
Or
you
it's
still
like
think you're
in
like a
the
child.
karaoke machine where
Mm.
it's like
Oh my
the
god.
highest score would get the most money.
Oh
Isn't it
no.
rigged though? Like the karaoke machines?
The louder you are, the higher your score.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like it's always like 99 out of 100 or something.
And it's
Yeah.
always like, for our family at least, if it's like they're calling somebody to sing at the karaoke, the song is always Zombie by the
Yeah.
Cranberries.
No.
Yes. Oh my god.
Wow.
It's
Did
always
not
that
expect that.
one.
But everybody gets them monies.
The monies. Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
an easy money during the holidays. Why not?
yeah.
It
But it's
actually
like your
is.
dignity. You're just like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't wanna, and they're all gonna push you to do it. They're not gonna stop.
My dignity cannot buy me lunch, so I will get that money.
Yeah.
That's usually it though.
Wild. And I'm low-key scared for my boyfriend when he's gonna meet them, and they're gonna make him do some random ass embarrassing shit that he probably would not. And I'm
Hmm.
just gonna sad secondhand embarrassment because my family is crazy.
Yes. See.
I mean, we had rat tooth fairies. Yeah.
Ratatouille. Oh, that's so funny. It's so funny and so sad at the same time. But
Yeah, the freaking cuckoo.
yeah.
Maybe that's why I'm like this.
It's okay. Quirky.
But
We're
It's the
quirky like
quirk.
that.
quirky. Oh god. But
I hate that word.
same.
Same.
I guess that's it for
Quirky.
that.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's it for that. So we move on to what is everyone's most memorable Christmas? Either Christmas parties or just like holiday moments, I guess. Like for each of
Okay.
us, yeah.
Oh my god. Christmas.
I'm trying to narrow it
Usually,
down.
I,
We all gotta narrow it down.
I mean, if we're talking about like, the most memorable parts of Christmas, it's usually the freaking traditions, but
Hmm.
it's also the things like the aftermath of Christmas. You know how it's like uh
It's quiet.
kinda, but it's like how it is during Christmas where it's like you prepare so much food and then so many like dishes, and then after the aftermath of Christmas is like, hey, so for the next 2 weeks we're gonna eat cold spaghetti, uh
Oh no.
some pork, like pork lechon, and then you're gonna like cook it again into either like fry it or you make it into
Oh
pakshu
my
or
god,
something.
this is the time where it's like your fridge is just full of leftover Christmas food.
Yeah, yeah, it's the leftovers.
There's like just a bunch of
Memorable.
tin foil and Tupperware stacked on top of each other.
Yup, that's definitely the one. Mm, and then there's also like the cake. Oh my god, the cake. There's so much cake in the freaking fridge, and then you would wonder like, oh my god, when are we gonna stop eating this leftovers? Like, when will we finish? Because there's usually so much.
And just when you think it's done, New Year comes around and it's like
Yep.
another month of like on overflowing fridge.
Yeah. I think there's more on New Year's for some reason.
It's a new year, gotta
Yeah.
keep it bountiful.
Yes. Oh my god. But yeah, that's usually the most memorable for me. It's just the leftovers because we get to
Huh.
eat a lot.
I guess somewhat wholesome in some sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kind
Like-
of depressing also because it's the same freaking thing every day
Yeah, for a few days. It'll stop
for a
at some
few
point.
days. Yeah.
But yeah,
True.
you wanna go ahead,
But it's
Sky?
food.
Or
Oh, sure.
yeah, sure, go ahead.
Yes.
My favorite memory is when my relatives from abroad would come home every Christmas.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, and they would always bring like a fuck ton of money to
Yeah.
they would like, give it away to
Yeah.
all the family members because we would gather in like one area where we would have this big party and all that shit. And it's like the highlight of that party is always that one auntie that has too much money that she doesn't know what to do with it. And she's kind of like, everybody form a line. 1,000 for you, 1,000 for you, and for you.
My God.
Until the whole line is finished. And there's always like categories like for the lines,
Oh.
and it's always so funny. Like it would start
Yes.
normal, like all the kiddies like form a line, all the teenagers, all the mothers, all the fathers, all the mothers who have no fathers. It's all
I
the
think
kids
that's an
with their
attack.
daddies dead. Like it's like it just gets progressive.
Is it also they kind of like categorize it by family? It's like, oh, the family of this, the family of this person, the
Yeah,
family of this
or it's
person.
like by place, like mga taga
Oh.
No.
Ooh. By
Yeah.
place.
Or they would be like, the people who have straight line of nines in their report card.
Damn, that just makes me sad.
Yeah.
Not even I can do that. Goddamn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's like one of my crazy aunts who would do that. I mean, God bless her for giving everybody money, but like
It feels like an attack.
it's low key an attack. You just gotta like,
Yung mga may jowa, yung mga wala.
Oh my God.
Yes.
all the old ladies, let me hear you say hey.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's that, and also we would have this like relay gift giving thing.
Oh.
Ah.
Each of us would at least like bring something that's unisex, and we would like form a circle and like pass it around. And then if the music stops, that's your gift.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's usually like random shit. Like I remember one Christmas, like I got like pavo, let's get it. Woo!
Wow.
Freaking.
Random shit.
It's
But
like
yeah.
a Kris Kringle.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
kind of like that. But
Huh.
it all just happens at this dancing queen.
Oh. Of course.
Not even a
Iconic.
Christmas song.
Someone said it had to be a Christmas song, to be fair.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
celebration.
Yeah.
I just realized how fun my family sounds, but then if you're actually there, your dignity disappears.
It does not
sounds like
exist.
that. Yeah. But,
Oh yeah, that's my
Yeah.
favorite memory.
oh. Well,
Yes.
I guess, my turn.
Yes.
I mean, there are definitely like a few memorable Christmas or like anything Christmas that happened. But I think like the most recent one, I mean, I can come up. I have like I guess like two different ones, but the most recent one, like right now, would be the how Psych B had a Christmas party. Like it was
Yes.
very rushed planning, but we still had fun. I ate food. I had my food. But,
Yeah.
I mean, we mostly just played like a lot of games, but like I was glad to see like a handful of us like like at least half the class end up going. Because it was because we
Mm.
celebrated like nighttime now. So was kind of worried like
Yes.
not a lot of people would end up going, but still, it was like an actual handful of people that went. So I guess like that counts as being like a really good Christmas party for me.
Yep.
But like other than that, there was this time like before I live where I live now. Like I thought because we would usually like leave out our Christmas gifts. Like we'd have that like mini that whole Jesus thing. I don't know what you call it. But so like those tiny statues and everything. Like we had a tiny set of one of those, and that's usually
The,
yeah, and there's like fairy lights in it and all that, and we'd usually leave our like Christmas presents around that. And there was one year where I was like, oh, one gift, and because like I was a child at that time, so I was like expecting more because I'm a child, and like seeing like only one, and it was like I think from a friend as well. It was like really sad because I thought like, damn, okay, oh, and then like exactly on
Aw.
Christmas Eve, my mom like was telling me like, oh, you come down with me when I'm gonna show you something, and then she brings me to like one of our like extra guest rooms, even though it wasn't really a guest room, but it was an extra room. Like there's like the cabinets there and the drawer on like the bottom. Like she pulled it open and there was a shit ton of wrapped gifts in there. And I was like,
oh my god.
what? What? And I was like so shocked because like I never saw this before. What is this? What?
Where did it come
And
from?
the thing about that as well was like before that, I don't remember how long before like Christmas. My mom was showing me this photo that my aunt took and posted on Facebook that there was a lot of like toys and stuff, and I was like, oh, something Tamagotchi related. I wish I could have that. And then I actually got that was one of the gifts that I actually got from my aunt. It was like a Tamagotchi board game. I don't have it anymore, sadly. I never got to play with. I never got to actually play with it with anyone, but it existed. It was a thing. I enjoyed it. But yeah,
It was a
because like
thing.
that was genuinely so shocked because I was actually sad that I didn't get any presents because child brain, small brain. I think of only toys and gifts. Where are my gifts? So finding that out was like really shocking and really surprising, and it was like it made the night better, you know. But
Yeah.
That's
I
so
think
cute.
yeah, I mean, a child me wants toys, so you can't fault her for that. But like,
We all wanted toys.
yeah, I think like, a
Yes.
handful of like Christmas memories are usually, I don't know, yeah, from school related or no, like school based Christmas parties. Cause even like
Oh, I hate
even
it.
last year, I'm like this one with Psych B was one of the few that I genuinely enjoyed. The one last year, for grade 12, I only enjoyed it because of the gift I got because I didn't expect it to come from one of my good friends who is still with me in Psych B.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it
Yeah.
to come from her. I won't name drop just for the sake of it because of course I
Shout
didn't
out.
get permission. I didn't, but yeah, she knows who she is. Like other than giving me.
Shout out.
We apologize for that technical difficulty that just happened. My mic cut off. Rose got
I got
disconnected.
lost.
I
It's a
had
bad day. Yep. Well, anyways, I mean, pretty sure by now, like this
Yes.
part of the recording, we're almost done. Like we said earlier, it's just a bonus episode for Christmas sake. But anyways, so I was saying she knows who she is.
Yes.
But other than giving me like a nice sweater that I really wanted, and I didn't expect to get, I expected a really shitty quality sweater or something. So getting a nice sweater was nice. But other than that, she also ended up giving me a frame, a photo frame with drawings of our D&D characters that was drawn by Sky over here. This friend commissioned her to do it, and needless to say, I was very surprised, but I was very happy to see that.
She's so nice. I want everybody who commissions artists to treat to treat the artist like the way this person has with me.
Very nice. This is a very this
This
friend is a
ma'am
very
really
wholesome
paid
friend.
more.
Yes.
She paid more than what I was rating,
Mhm.
and that's so nice.
Yeah. So, anyways, that was all, I guess, all of our Christmas memories that we've had, our most memorable ones at least. And as we said earlier, again, it's a short one. Either way, we hope that you've enjoyed this. And what can we say about like Christmas in general? I guess.
We hope that y'all been good this year.
Yes.
Y'all weren't infecting people.
Yeah.
Yo.
Like, even though it's the
Oh my
holidays, no
God.
one is really free from this pandemic. Please, for the sake of yourself and for everyone you love and people
Be
around you,
responsible.
yeah,
Please
stay
stay in your
safe.
homes.
If you need to go outside, please wear a mask and a face shield, or whatever is required of you to wear. Just
Yes.
wear it for the sake of people, so that this can
Face
end
shields and
faster.
masks are cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
At this point, it's a fashion statement. You
yeah,
know?
yeah. So either way, we wish you all a happy holidays or Merry Christmas. Whatever you celebrate, hope you have a happy holiday, happy break if you're on break like us three over here. I don't know about Rose, but
Yes.
yeah. Other
Yes.
than that, I guess our Twitters will be in the description.
Y'all know the
What
drill.
else?
It's
I
all
think-
there.
Yep, it's all gonna be there. If we forgot something, it's probably just gonna be there. Either way,
Yes.
we do hope that you've enjoyed this episode, this bonus episode. We're gonna have another one next week, so don't worry about that. We're not skipping this month with our regular episodes. But for now, this is
Yes.
what you get from us. A Christmas episode. So I hope
Christmas
you've
present
enjoyed.
from us.
Yes. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to everyone. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Bye.
Mwah. Mwah.
Christmas is you.